okay? We're going to start this off right now. So let's get into it, all right? You're out buying courses, right? Let me guess. You bought a course and it didn't work. All right, you bought a course and it didn't work. That's fine. How are we going to solve your problems today? We're going to solve those problems by helping moms and working moms, people who have 9 to 5s, to understand that you can make your first 2K online. You can make your first money online. Stop listening to each and everybody that comes on here. All right, we need to have something tangible. We need to understand that what's tangible, what's not tangible, what's something that we can actually listen to. We need to listen to the information. All right, now what are we going to do? We're going to help people. If you guys can see the whiteboard here, let's come over. We want to help people make 2K. All right, you're going to be making 2K per month. As a newbie, do you need to be someone that has a big following? No. You're going to do this by learning a system. All right, we want to choose systems over just random talking heads. Okay, systems over random talking heads. All right, why is that? Because you can come out and just do anything, but it doesn't make a difference because it really is not going to matter. We're teaching you guys a system. All right, and let's go back to the whiteboard. All right, this is a system. System. All right, in our system, do you need a lot of money? No. Do you need a lot of time? No. You can do this on your 9 to 5. You can do this with literally pennies on the dollar. If you got $20, $15, you can literally do this. Do you need a huge following? No. What you do need is a skill set. We're going to teach you guys a skill set. What you do need is a system. We're going to teach you guys a system. What you do need is consistency. This is the only thing that we ask you guys to bring, and that's consistency, okay? If you can bring consistency, then you can do this because that's what it's truly about. It's truly about being consistent over anything because what happens is most people come on here, right? You come on here, you listen to whomever it is. It doesn't even matter. What happens is you listen to them, and then they sold you. They sold you from their speech, but not the actual products, not the actual sales. You come on here. Let me guess. You bought some type of course, and in that course, you're still in the same position that you were 6 months ago. Why is that? Why are you in the same position that you were 6 months ago after you bought whatever course? There's a reason why, because you bought a course and you didn't buy a system. There's an actual way for you guys to understand that you have to have a system. Let me give you a quick description. I see people on here, and I'm not getting on anybody because to whomever. Tim, what's going on? Thanks for joining the live. I'm not getting on anybody, but I do see creators a lot of the time, and they come on and they show their results. The thing that people won't tell you is, okay, they will say, this is what they will say, yes, my student, they just made 15K in their first month. What they won't say is that the results are going to totally depend on you. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, then you won't make that money. You're not going to make money whatsoever. You'll be in the same position that you are right now. And with that being said, you have to understand that the only way to get out of the position that you are in is you're going to have to learn a new skill set. Now, are we helping guys learn this new skill set? Yes, we are. We're helping single moms who are working and some of our dads who are working learn a new skill set because that's what it's about. You have to understand that you can't just keep falling for the same old trick every time, all right? We are teaching people actual skill sets. I know certain people teach people about a book. We don't do books. We do book series, okay? There's a difference. Understand there's a difference. What is a series? A series is Game of Thrones. What is a series? A series are all of the things that you guys are watching on things like HBO, where these people have made a book series and they pushed it out to someone who actually bought it. Okay, like let's say licensed it out to whomever that is. Let's say if that's HBO, whomever it is, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we want to invest in systems. Why? Systems over just people spilling out different things. Well, yeah, my student, they made 15,000 in a month. Y'all, I see people going for that every single time. Why are you going for this every single time? I mean, literally, it's because you're falling for the bait and trap. You're falling for the bait and switch. Why is that? Because you're not listening to the information and you're not actually seeing tangible things, okay? What do we help people do? What are we going to help people do? We're going to help people to make their first 2K online, all right? But not only that, all right? This is the kicker, right? We show people how to take that money and then invest it into something tangible. So what happens? Let's just say you do actually make your first 2,000 online. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Simple and plain. What are you going to do with it? Well, over in our community, we show people what to do with the money, not just to leave you stuck. You may not even ever make no money, to be honest. Why don't people make money? Is because they think that it's going to just pop in or fall into your lap. It's not going to fall into your lap. It's really not going to fall into your lap. You do have to do the work. The work is easy and you can do it, but you have to understand that all you have to do is follow the program. Again, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the whiteboard. You're going to make all working moms will make their first 2K per month. You can do this while you're at your job. We have as a newbie. Excuse my handwriting. You know my handwriting is kind of crazy, but listen, man, y'all gotta bear with me. All right. Now we're going to learn a system. All right. We're not just going to take a piece of whatever digital product and just throw it in your lap. No, you're going to actually learn a step-by-step system. Do you need a lot of money? No. Do you need a lot of time? No. You can do this at your 9 to 5 with as little as 20 to 30, $40, basically. If you can come up with 20, 30, or $40, you can do this. Do you need a huge following? No. What do you need? You need a skill set. Why? Because we go on skill sets over just random things that people are putting in your lap. Skill sets over just random products. They'll tell you, hey, do this, make this, and then you're stuck. Why? Why are you stuck? Because you don't have a skill set, all right? Let me give you guys a quick example, right? And in 2007 was the first time that I got my CDL in 2007. All right, that's a skill set, okay? I got my CDL in 2007. I got my first job. I didn't get my first job till 2009. All right, when I got that first job, I got that first job from that skill set, okay? Now, that skill set got me a skill, then it got me a job. So I got that job in 2009. I got fired from that job in 2009. And once I got fired from my job, I actually got another job in 2010. Now remember, I got the skill set in 2007. I got the job in 2010. And all the way till 2023 was when I left that job. I've been an entrepreneur ever since. I left my job in 2023. I've been an entrepreneur ever since, okay? So the point of me saying all of that is I got the skill set in 2007. That skill set stays with me in 2026. In 2026, I'm still able to use that same skill set that I acquired in 2007. That is why we need a skill set, okay? So let's go back to the board. So we got a skill set and we do have a system. All right, these are the things that we are providing you, a skill set and a system. What do we need from you? Consistency. Consistency. Can you see the whiteboard? Consistency. Right here. This is all you have to do. If you can provide consistency, we'll provide you with the rest. And you have to understand that it's very easy. It's not hard. It doesn't have to be hard. The thing of why things are hard is because we make them hard, okay? So where are we doing all of this stuff? We're doing this inside the 7 Steps to Success community. Remember, hence the name 7 Steps to Success. Why? Because they say it takes 7 streams of income to become financially free. That's what we're showing you guys. We're showing you guys how to become financially free. We're not just throwing something in your lap and then you're just you have to go out and do it on your own. All right. So this is something that's going to help you guys to actually become financially free. All right. Now, what do you have to do? All you have to do is be consistent. I promise. All you have to do is literally be consistent. If you can be consistent, then you can do this. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Why? Because we're doing this stuff with AI. We're learning how to invest in the future. Let me talk about that for a quick second. All right. Let's talk about that for a quick second. Why do I say invest in the future? All right, you have the now and then you have the future. Why? Because everything is pointing towards AI. Everything is pointing towards AI. If you're not pointing towards AI, then I mean, honestly, you may be doing something wrong. Why? Because AI is the way of the future. Is where everyone is going. And if you don't understand that, then you're probably going to get left in you're gonna get left. It's just it is what it is. Let's talk about that real quick. The Tesla cabs will be coming out in probably a year or two. That's aside from the Tesla robots that's about to be out and in homes. All right. So if Elon Musk is saying that in what he said, I think in 30 years or so, people will know Tesla for robots. More people will know Tesla for robots than actually cars. It's going to be known as a robot company, not a car company. You do the math on that. You have to understand that, hey, it's about it's about investing into the future. So that's where we're going with everything. Why? Because AI is going to take us there. It just is what it is. All right. So let's get into some of the stuff that we're going to be doing, some of the stuff that we are actually talking about. Okay. So inside of our community, it's called Seven Steps to Success. Again, I said it takes 7 streams of income to become financially free. Why is that? Because you need more than one stream of income. Most people, we just have our jobs. All right, we just have our jobs, and that's pretty much it. That's our only stream of income. God forbid anything was to happen, you have nothing to that's going to help you make money in your sleep. You have nothing that's going to actually help you make money while you are cooking, while you are doing whatever it is outside of your 9 to 5. And you actually need that. You really need that. You need something that's going to help you to make money outside. So we have to stop falling and doing the same things. We have to do something totally different. We have to do something new. Okay. Now, what is the new things that we're going to do? Again, we're going to learn a skill set. Okay. We have to learn a new skill set, and we have to learn the system. All right. Now, let's take a look at some of the systems that we have in store for you guys. All right. So, one of the systems that we're going to help you guys do is actually learn how to make a digital product. All right. Now, what is a digital product? A digital product is something that's digital. It's something that's in the form of digital asset. All right. So it can be, let's say, even making a song. If you think about it, songs are digital products. Why? Because songs help people. Songs are digital. You can't touch it. You can't feel it. Okay, so that's digital. All right. Now, can you do something physical? Yes, you can do something physical as well. What can you do that's physical? Well, you can do something physical, such as something like this. This would be something that's physical. All right. But we're not here yet. All right. We're not here yet, but I'm just showing you guys this. All right. That's something physical. All right. So why are we doing this? Because we want to do the things that are going to make us money. All right. We want to do the things that's going to help us to make money, and we want to make this money every single day. We want to make this money every single day. Now, why do we like to bog it down? We like to and need to bog things down all the way to the lowest common denominator. That's because we're looking to start off making 2,000 per month. A lot of people, surprisingly have never made 2,000 per month consistently. Okay. Now I'm saying outside of your job, not inside of your job. I'm talking about outside of your job. So if you haven't, then you can start here. How do we start here? Well, we'll get to that. Let's just focus on the task at hand right now. So the task at hand right now is understanding how. It's the how. So if we talk about making $2,000 per month, let's break that down. $2,000 per month will be one sale at $2,000. Okay, it will be one sale at $2,000. It will be 4 sales at $250. It would be 8 sales at $125. No, it will be actually 16 sales. So in a month, we need one sale for 2,000. All right, we're going to need 2 sales for 1,000 in a month. We're going to need 4 sales at 500 in a month. We're going to need 8 sales at 250 and 16 sales at 125. All right, that's an easy way to break this down. Now, if you're going to go to try to get one sale for 2,000, that's super high. All right, you probably won't be able to do that, but that's fine. We're not focused on that. What we're focusing on is just our goals, because we need to write our goals down. So when we write our goals down, it's going to help us to get to our, it's going to help us to focus how to get to our goals faster. Okay, so let's say if we have 1 week, all right, let's say if are going to trying to just make our first money online, but regardless of what it is, all right, eventually you'll be making 2,000 per month, but let's just say you're trying to make your first money online, period. All right, because a lot of people don't have no clue on how to make money online. There is a way for you guys to do it, but you have to understand that, you have to get there. You have to understand what the system is. You have to understand how to get there. Okay, so let's talk about some things. What are some of the things that we can do to make money online? You have several different things. You have several different avenues. If we talk about, let's say, our system. So let me go into my community real quick. Once I go into my community, we have roadmaps for you to get there. Okay. Now, what is a roadmap? A roadmap is just a digital path. All right, think of it as a digital path. Think of it as a GPS. We need to understand that in order to get to our destination, we need some type of digital a GPS that's going to lead us to our destination. Why? Because that GPS is what we follow. We use GPS we use GPS in our phones. We use GPS in our cars. We use GPS everywhere. Okay. So with that being said, we need to understand that we need a roadmap. All right. So now, let's take a listen to our roadmaps that we created, okay? So the first one is called the Digital Alchemist Path, all right? And it's just the skill acquisition. Remember, look at the whiteboard, skill set, okay? These are skill sets. What are some of the skill sets that you guys can learn? You can learn how to build an app, all right, in one single day. You can learn how to build an app in one single day with AI. You can learn how to not only build the app, you can learn how to build a book series in one day. Okay, you can learn how to create AI artists in one day. Okay, you can learn how to do so many different things, but you have to pick what you want to do. So why do you do that? Because a lot of people will come in, they'll start, and then they just fall by the wayside. Why? Because they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. So that's why we've implemented a roadmap. Okay, so a roadmap is just something for you guys to see that you can use. All right, so let me pull my Mac. Let me see. Is it? I ain't gonna pull it out just yet because let me see. I don't even know what the charge. Let me see what the charge is. It's on the charger. Let me see what we looking like. It got a little charge in it, but I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit. So I'll show you guys. I'll come back and we'll show you guys again, okay? But for now, we're gonna start with just reading it. All right. So the Digital Alchemist Path. Okay. So we have the skills acquisition. What is that? That will take 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. This is for something where you're starting with something like innate automation. What is innate automation? It's actually a skill set that you guys can learn how to make your own AI agents. All right. Now I know I'm kind of going deep because a lot of people don't know what an AI agent is, but an AI agent is simply just think of it as a assistant that will go out and do tasks for you. You tell the assistant what to do, no matter if it's like people who own their own companies or whatever, right? And you're the head and you have assistants. What do you have those assistants do? Well, sometimes you may just have your assistant do something as simple as going to get coffee. Hey, can you go get me some coffee? Can you do this? Can you do that? That's what you will have your assistants do inside of your company. So we think of AI agents as assistants. All right. So if I told you that I could show you guys how to create a system where you can have a program like NAN go out and make YouTube videos for you, where you just simply type into the program what you want it to do, what type of videos you want it to make, and it will go create the script for you. You have, let's say you have 5 AI agents. One will create the script. one will create the actual video, one will create the sound for it, one will create the characters for it, one will go and do this, and then one will bring it all together. All right, you can do that. All right, you can do that by learning a system. Okay, so inside of the system, remember, we're going to teach you guys how to do something like NAN. All right. Now, we also have other different things where we teach you guys how to build apps, but we're not going to get there yet. Let's say why. All right. So it says where to start. Bonus. This is a bonus lesson as well. Okay. So it says NAN lesson number 5, AI app building. Why start here? Most people start trying to sell something before they have any skills. I try. I just tried to tell you that you have to have a skill set. You have to have a skill set. This leads to failure. Why does it lead to failure? Because you must build a high income skill first. You know what y'all out here doing? Y'all falling for the same trick every time. And that's why you're in the same position. That's why your bank account hasn't moved. Why? Because you out here thinking about making $1 million with $100 skill set, with a $15 skill set to be to be honest. But if you have a $15 skill set, how you going to make $1 million? You can't. You can't. That's why you can't fathom even making any type of money online, because you don't have any skill sets. So where are you starting from? People are putting this stuff in your lap, and then you're just sitting there, you looking crazy. You don't even know what to do, because the skill sets that they're even teaching you aren't $1 million skill sets, to be honest. It just is what it is. So if I told you guys that we can teach you how to create your own app, literally your own app in one day. Let's do a live demonstration, because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Here's an app that I built. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is my app. Let's take a look at it. It's called Max. Okay. It's called Max. Let's come over here. What can Max do? Show both communities. What can Max do? Max helps people with their content, okay? Max will help you with your content. Max will help you with your content. It stands for Media Algorithm Expert, all right? Now, I built this app in one single day, and this is what we're telling you. You can do the same thing. How can you build an app in one day? Well, we're using AI. We're using AI to help us to build our tools, all right? Now, what's the difference from let me tell you something. What's the difference from your Etsy? Let's say you make a digital product, all right? You make a digital product. That digital product is probably going to burn out by who knows when. Will it make you a millionaire? Probably not. Probably not. Can a book series make you a millionaire? Probably. Probably. If it's good, you have to ask. What about the people who did things like what about the people who did things like Game of Thrones? Let me actually look up, best book series. How about we do that? No, I ain't gonna go on here. Let me come on here and actually look into best book series. Come here, boom. So I'm gonna type up, go on to Google, and I'm gonna type up best book series. All right. Now we can come down and we can look. All right. So we have all of these different type of books. So this on Goodreads, we have 3,377 books on here. Okay. The best book series to binge read. Okay. Let's type into this. Okay. How many people made $1 million made $1 million from writing a book? Let's ask Google. All right, so don't let's not take my earning $1 million is most solely from writing a book is extremely rare, representing a tiny fraction of the millions of books published annually. While specific comprehensive data on exact number of individuals is not publicly tracked, studies and industry analysis indicate that less than 1% of authors achieve a level of success. Okay, now how many? Let's see how many people made $1 million from writing a book series. Let's see what they say. All right, all right. While millions of people writing books, becoming a millionaire solely from a book series is exceedingly rare achievement, often estimated at less than 0.1% of all published authors. While a definitive constant update total count does not exist, here are key insights into how many have achieved this level of success. All right, so let's see. Let's go into, and this is just the data. This is not me. This is the data. So don't get mad at me. This is the data. All right. So we're going to say how many people make $1 billion from a uh, from a I'm gonna say digital product on Etsy. Let's see what the data says. While millions of sellers operate on Etsy, becoming a millionaire specifically from a digital product is rare, with estimates suggesting it is likely fewer than 10,000 people out of 9 million sellers. Achieving a $1 million revenue and requires high volume sales, often through evergreen items like planners, templates, or clip art. Okay, revenue potential. High revenue shops can generate significant revenue, such as one reporting over 93,000 in a single year from a planner. Okay, while some top tier shops have reached into the millions. Okay, so let's say how many people. What is the average amount? Let's say what is the average amount? What is the average amount people make selling on Etsy? Oh, hold on. I'm trying to use my location, Google. All right, it says while successful active sellers on Etsy often report revenue between 43,000 and 56,000. The reality for most, especially for beginners, is far lower. Up to 65% of Etsy makers make less than $100 per year. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. That is all right. They make less than $100 per year. What is the average amount that a book series creator makes per year? Let's see. We're just comparing it. We'll see what it says. The average income for a book series creator varies significantly based on published methods, traditional versus self-public, the genre and sales volume, while best-selling series creators can earn millions, all right? Millions. The median income for all authors is quite low, with the recent survey showing a median income of only 5,000 to 6,000 per year from a book. So we just did the math, all right? Now, if you can create a digital product and put it on Etsy, your average salary, average earnings could be from less than $100 per year, while making a book series, the median income is 5,000 to 6,000 per year. Simple and plain. So what do we say? Book series over digital products. All right. Now, not digital products in whole, because you have so many different digital products that it all depends on the product that you guys make. Okay. Now we have several different products. Okay. Now let's go into the apps. Let's go into apps. What is the average amount that a app creator app creator makes per year? Let's see what, and this is just the data. I'm not making this up. So this is just what the data says. All right. App developers in the U.S. generally earn between 85,000 and 155,000 annually as salaries. For independent creators, income varies widely, with many indie apps generating less than $50 a month. A top-tier app can make thousands daily. Key earners in 2025: employed developers Average salary, that's what salaries. Indie creators self-publish. Median revenue for indie apps is often less than $50 per month. One 1 year after launch. All right, success is about 17% of apps that reach $1,000 in monthly revenue. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to reach monthly revenue. We want to understand that we can make an app in a day. If I could teach you guys how to make one app in one day, how to make one book series in one day, how to make an AI artist in one day, one single day. It doesn't take long. It only takes a couple of hours of your time. And not even that, because we can have the product done in 10, 15 minutes, but it's not about the product, it's about the finished product, okay? So let's get into it. Why all of this stuff? Because we are learning, we're trying to take single moms and teach single moms how to make their first 2K per month as a newbie. Let me turn this so you guys can see it a little bit, all right? As a newbie, all right, now, as a newbie, learning the system. You're going to learn the system. What is the system? The system is inside of our community called 7 Steps to Success, okay? Say it takes 7 streams of income to become financially free, all right? Now, this is what you don't need. Do you need a lot of money? No, you don't need I know it's backwards too, but don't worry about it. I'm just reading. Do you need a lot of money? No. Do you need a lot of time? No, you can do this while you're at your 9 to 5. Do you need a huge following? No. You don't need a huge following. All you need is to convey the message to the right person. All right. Now, what do you need? You do need a skill set. Okay. You do need a system. We provide you with the skill set and we provide you with the system. The only thing that you would need is consistency. Literally, consistency is the only thing that you guys will need. All right. So let's go into it. Let's take a look at what the inside of the community looks like. All right, so we'll come in here. Let's take a look at the inside of the community. All right, let's come up. Where's my mouse at? So let's come out of here and come inside the community. All right, so the community is called 7 Steps to Success, and this is what it looks like on the inside of the community. Okay, see that? Okay, see that? All right. Okay, now what are some of the things that we will be learning inside the community? Some of the things that you guys can choose from are, of course, like I said, creating an app in one day, learning things like Amazon FBA, FBM, creating and selling different type of digital products. Some of the different products that we did talk about, learning how to create a product such as a template, such as any type of ebook, a book series, things, whatever it is that you decide to do. Okay, so we can create these type of things. We also show you guys how to do, like I said, Amazon FBA, FBM, and Amazon private label. Now, those are 3 different things. What is Amazon FBA? It's called Fulfilled by Merchant. Okay, fulfilled by Amazon, meaning that Amazon will fulfill the order. What is the other one? It's FBM. It's Amazon fulfilled by merchant. You would be the merchant. You will be the person that will be shipping the product out. It's really only who's fulfilling it. Okay, so and then you have Amazon private label. What is private label? Private label is when you go out and source a product, mainly from somewhere like China, have them manufacture it. Once they manufacture it, you get it back and then you put it on the Amazon platform. Okay, so that would be something like this. This is my product right here. This is my Amazon private label product that I created, and you guys can do the same thing. All right, so how can you do that? Well, it's all inside of the community. You can learn all of this stuff inside of the community. What are some other things that we can learn inside the community? We can learn Airbnb. We can learn Airbnb arbitrage. Okay, we can learn how to take someone else's property, put it on the Airbnb platform, and then put it on the Airbnb platform, and then generate income with someone else's property. Okay, so it's literally just generating income from someone else's property. So what would you do? You have someone like me who has an Airbnb property, who has a property on Airbnb, but you won't find someone like me. You will find someone like me that has a property that it would have to be empty, of course. Now, what you would do is go, you speak to the person, you let them know, hey, I have some properties. I mean, I have some business clients that I host on the Airbnb platform. Simple and plain, simple as that. You go in, you'll do that. Once you do that, you'll let them know, hey, I'm looking to for a property to acquire a property to put on the platform. Once you do that, then you guys can start to negotiate whatever your negotiations are and going about it like that. Okay. Now, why why do that? You'll do that because you can earn income. All right, simple and plain. All right, what are some other things that we teach you guys how to do? We teach you guys how to create your own community. If there's something that you know and something that you have, some type of skill set that you know like the back of your hand, and you think that people will buy into it and will like to share it, you can do that. You can create your own community. You can create it and you can post it. We also teach you guys about YouTube automation. You can have YouTube or create a YouTube page where you can automate it. It doesn't have to show your face. You don't have to go live. It's be pretty much a faceless YouTube page showing you guys how to do that as well. What are some of the other things we show you guys how to do? Show you guys how to become a real estate agent. All right, that's another thing that's kind of been down on the downside, but houses will sell forever. Simple and plain. Houses will sell forever. Okay. Now, we'll teach you guys how to become a landlord. That's more so on the back end. Now, we do have people that come in and already have money. May have some doctors, may have some nurses, may have some people who already have money and who are able to actually spend money. What we teach you guys is how to go from A to B. All right, we want you to start here, learning how to create these digital products, learn how to take these digital products and then turn those into a physical product. Okay, so digital to physical. Okay, we want to go digital to physical. All right, now how are we doing that? We're doing that inside of the community. All right, now why is it that you guys are still stuck? You're still stuck because you've never learned any type of skills. You haven't acquired any skills, no skills whatsoever. And that's the reason why a lot of people are stuck in a position where your bank account isn't growing. All right. So if you did go out and you bought a course and the course just has you in the same place. I see people all the time saying, oh, well, I wish I have found you earlier. I wish I just spent $600 on a course and this, that, and the third. And it's like, I, I get it, but it's like, you just spent $600, but you could have came over here and actually learned a skill set for as low as 25 bucks, learning how to actually take this and make money. Okay, so that's the major thing, learning how to actually make money. We're going to teach these single moms, these single 9 to 5 workers how to make money each and every month. So and what do we have up here? Make it 2,000 per month. Okay, so that's what we need to do. But you guys have to understand that you have to be an action taker. Okay, nothing starts with, that's where everything starts at. All right, so there are so many different things and information out here that you guys have learned or can learn. Why? Because it's a lot of information. You know what I mean? What can I say about um, uh, what can I say about all of the information that you guys receive? Well, that's really not on for me to say. Like honestly, I could care less about any other information that you guys have received because I can't go back and try to go into trying to help people to unlearn some things. All right. Sometimes you do have to unlearn some stuff because you've been taught wrong or you've just followed something that was just wrong. Maybe you weren't taught it, maybe you just followed it and it was wrong. But how can you get out of that? You can get out of that by actually unlearning and taking in some information, all right? And taking in something new to learn something new. Why do that? The only way you're going to do that is to actually understand that This is only going to work for you when you show up. You have to show up. You have to show up and you have to show out. All right. You have to, again, let me say that again. You have to show up and you have to show out. How are you going to do that? You're going to do that by actually implementing. Damn, I did not mean to do that. You're going to actually do that by implementing the things that we're teaching you inside of the community. All right. So whether you do YouTube automation, all right, the gist of everything is you want to start at point A and then you want to get to point B as fast as possible. All right. So if you come in and you start and you make your whatever your product is, you go out, you make your product. Cool, cool. Now, what are you going to do with that? You're going to make it. You're going to make it, you're going to market it, and then you're going to monetize it. Simple and plain. Those are the 3 M's that you guys have to follow. Make it, market it, monetize it. Simple and plain. You can do all of this stuff literally in one day. But how are you going to do that? You're going to do that inside of the community. The community is called 7 Steps to Success. Okay. Now, we are not going to open anything up right now. Right now, it's not about opening things up because we're speaking to a certain group of people. All right. I can't see any comments on here. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. How can we get the comments to go? Why can't I see any comments? All right, chat viewing options, live chat. All right, all messages are viewable. All right, so cool. So we're going to learn this stuff inside of the community. This is what we're going to learn. We're going to learn how to do this. We're going to learn how to take this information and actually apply it to our lives. All right. So what are we doing? We're helping moms, okay, working moms, 9 to 5 working moms, to understand that you can create a different side hustle for yourself and actually make your first 2,000 online. All right. You can make $2,000 per month as a newbie learning the system. Okay, what is the system name? The system is called 7 Steps to Success. Okay, that's the system, 7 Steps to Success. I don't have my Sharpie or would have wrote that down. 7 Steps to Success is the name of the system. Okay, how are we going to implement this system? Well, we're going to start, we're going to learn the information, and we're going to apply this information. All right, we're going to acquire it, we're going to learn it, we're going to apply this information into our daily routines. How much time do you guys need to make to put set aside for this? You're going to at least probably set aside maybe like 25, 35 minutes a day. If you can set at least an hour a day to this, you'll be perfectly fine. It doesn't take a lot of time. It just takes a lot of consistency. You have to be consistent over a long period of time rather than doing little short spurts of things here and there. That's how you're going to be consistent. All right. So again, my name is Keyshawn. The community is called 7 Steps to Success. Okay. Now, do you need a huge following? No, you don't need thousands and millions of followers to do this. You just need to speak to the right people. It's about your message being sent out to the right person than being sent out to the wrong person. So if we out here and we're trying to sell um, uh, you trying to sell, this is going to be funny. You trying to sell exercise equipment to someone who doesn't exercise, then you in the wrong business. All right. If you're trying to sell meat to a vegan, you're in the wrong business. You're not going to get any sales. So we need to find the people. We need to find and develop the people that we are directly speaking to, because that's who we need in our ecosystem. All right, that's who we're looking to help. Who are you looking to help? Who can you help? What skill sets do you have? Well, we can teach you guys a few skill sets. We could teach you, let's go about it again. We'll teach you how to make an app in a day. All right, a simple app. You can make that in one day. We could teach you guys how to create a book series in a day. We could teach you guys how to create your YouTube pages. Your YouTube pages will work in conjunction with your app. That will be 2 streams already, but you have to actually do it. You have to actually have some type of focus to want to do it. All right. So if you can do that, then you can do it. If you can't, then you can't. And that's fine. You know what I mean? But actually, we're speaking to the people who are looking to make money. So if you're looking to make money, then put that inside of the chat. Put that I'm looking to make what. Actually, let's do this. All right. If you're looking to make money online, put in the chat how much you guys are looking to make online. I like that. Let me write that down. Let me write that down, okay? All right. If, okay, if you're looking to make money online, write in the chat how much money. So write in the chat how much money you guys are looking to make online. All right. Write how much money. Okay. And then we're going to say, what skill set do you have to make that money? All right. Cool. All right. So if you guys are looking to make money online, all right, let me put this right here. If you guys are looking to make money online, it's not even sticking. If you guys are looking to make money online, write in the chat how much money you're looking to make. All right, write how much money you're looking to make. Well, this is what we're showing you guys how to make for starters. Okay, you can make you can make $2,000 as a newbie, $2,000 per month as a mom working a 9-to-5 job and understanding coming home. You know, you got to cook. You know, you got to do all of your duties, whether you're a wife, whether you're not, whether you have kids, whether you don't. You still have things that you have to do when you do get home. Okay. Now, once you get home and you start to do those things, how are you going to implement another additional income? Okay. So when we get home, we have to do our home duties. All right. Okay. All right. So that's it for today, guys. I'm going to end this live. Appreciate everybody for coming out. All right. So I did get a little.